It's 4 weeks since the fighting in Ethiopia's Tigray region began, and tens of thousands continue to flee to neighbouring Sudan. We've been to the camp at the border and heard first-hand accounts of alleged human rights violations. Pain and exile come to the people of Tigray in waves. Just as their parents fled a civil war in the 80s, it's now the turn of a new generation to experience conflict and the life of a refugee. Tesfai has just crossed the border into Sudan. He said he was unwell when the conflict began, so his family left him behind. He and other newly arrived refugees have been transported to the main camp. The fighting pitched the Ethiopian government against the Tigray People's Liberation Front, or TPLF. They are a powerful group who ruled the whole country for nearly 30 years, but they were forced out by mass protests in 2018 and are now seeking self-rule for their region. 4 weeks ago, Ethiopian forces moved on Tigray after accusing the TPLF of attacking a government military base in the regional capital Mekelle. Many expected a long and bloody war, but the lightning offensive has overwhelmed the TPLF, who for now at least have melted away. But the war has created a refugee crisis. The UNHCR says almost 50,000 people have crossed into Sudan in November alone. Many more are internally displaced. Back on the border, these grim statistics take a human form. Enko Bahari's twins were delivered by C-section, and she was just starting to recover when the war began. Nearby, Brechti is 9 months pregnant and desperate. The Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed had promised a swift victory.
The federal government is undertaking a strategic operation to end impunity and criminality.
And he got it. The capital of Tigray, Mekelle, fell to his forces on Saturday. Abiy said his government will support the people of Tigray to rebuild the region. But fine words mean little to these refugees and other victims of the war. As for Tesfai, he has finally managed to find his family after searching for them for more than 2 weeks. He might be relieved, but tens of thousands of civilians on both sides of this border are in need of urgent assistance. So far, Ethiopian authorities have denied humanitarian organizations and journalists access to Tigray, so the scale of the destruction and casualty figures are unclear. Meanwhile, people here wonder if this conflict is truly over and they can go back home, or whether the TPLF will return to fighting a guerrilla war.